Hello besties, today we're going to look at how our mind works. What is the mind? The mind is fascinating, but look at it this way. Imagine your body is a giant robot. Your brain is the physical machinery, the wires and the mental. The mind is the person sitting in the control room. It's the part of you that decides which button to push, remembers where you've been, and feels happy when the robot does a good job. How does the mind make choices? Every time you have to pick something, your mind creates two tiny imagery movies at the same time. In movie A, you pick the red shirt. In movie B, you pick the blue one. Your mind watches both movies in a fraction of a second, checking which versions of future you looks happier. It also weighs the points for each, like comfort, color, and cleanery, and whichever movie gets the highest score wins the trophy. It's basically a non-stop game of Would You Rather, happening behind your eyes all day long. How do companies use this against their advantage? Companies use a psychology trick called anchoring to manipulate your decision making by controlling the context of your choices. This mind heist works because our brains are not designed to judge what something is actually worth in a vacuum. Instead, we are hardwired to make decisions by comparing things side by side. Companies exploit this by adding a dummy option that acts as a decoy to tip your internal scale toward the most expensive choice. Can you imagine? For example, if a basic phone is $500 and a Super Pro is $900, your mind usually thinks the Pro is too pricey. However, by inserting a decoy model at $850 with much worse features, the company tricks your mind into ignoring the cheap phone entirely. Your mind instead focuses only on the tiny gap of $50 between the decoy and the top tier. Your mind then screams it's a bargain, making you feel like a savvy genius for spending the full $900 even though you just handed them significantly more money than you originally intended to spend. How can we use this to predict what people are going to choose in the market? To predict market choices, you look for where the trap has been set by identifying the decoy, which is the option specifically designed to make another one look like an unbeatable bargain. By analyzing the price gaps between items, you can forecast that consumers will naturally gravitate toward the option that offers the most perceived value rather than the lowest cost. For example, Eli Lilly uses their weight loss drug Zebound to steer customers toward their premium product. They offer a starter vial for $290 and a fancy automatic quick pen for $499 by introducing a middle strength vial for $499. As a decoy, your mind stops looking at the cheaper option. Instead, your brain sees that for $50 more than the decoy vial, you get the much easier to use $499 pen. This makes the most expensive choice feel like a win, proving that you can predict the market behavior by finding the dummy price that makes a high bill feel like the smart deal. As easy as that. The mind heist reveals that the market choices are rarely about the product's actual value and almost always about the context of the price tag. By identifying the decoy, like Eli Lilly's middle-priced vial, you can accurately predict that the people will bypass the cheapest option to save money on the most expensive one. This psychology trick works because it transforms a difficult spending decision into simple, satisfying comparison, providing that if you can control the middle option, you control the customer's final choice. So much power. Thank you for watching. Bye!